Hello and welcome to Shelby This Week. Here are some of the stories we have for you. Fireworks will light up the sky in celebration for Independence Day. We have all the details for the Shelby Township fireworks. See how the Shelby Township businesses are preparing for the big fireworks show. And later, over 200 miles ran with many local politicians. We have all the details on the bicentennial celebration that took us through Macomb County. We have all these stories and more on this edition of Shelby This Week. Celebrate the 4th of July holiday with the Shelby Township fireworks. This year's show, put on by the Downtown Development Authority, will be on Tuesday, July 3rd, starting at 10 p.m. Families are invited to watch the show at Ford Field Central Park. The fireworks will be seen from all parts of Shelby Township. This is a family-friendly event, and of course, there is no cost to watch the show. But before you enjoy the fireworks show, the DDA will host an event in the parking lot of Huntington Bank on 23 Mile. The first Independence Day food truck rally will be from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
One of the biggest feedback that we received from the event last year was that there were no food vendors. So the DDA wanted to put something together that would be family friendly and something for everybody to enjoy, so we thought a food truck rally would be perfect.
There will be a little bit of something for everyone, like dessert trucks, Mexican food, Polish food, and much more. Tables will be set up by the trucks for people to sit down and enjoy the food.
We just want to be able to bring people out to our Van Dyke corridor. The Shelby Township Downtown Development Authority has been doing a wonderful job promoting the area that we do have, since we don't have a downtown area. And we just want people to be able to come out, explore Shelby Township, see the great things that we have to offer, and how wonderful our area really is.
To see the full list of food truck vendors, visit the Facebook event page by searching Shelby Township DDA Independence Day Food Truck Rally. The Van Dyke corridor will surely be booming on Tuesday when the fireworks take over Ford Field. All the businesses in Shelby Township are preparing for the holiday. We went inside 3 businesses within the Downtown Development Authority to talk about what it means to them for Shelby Township to be hosting this event to commemorate the 4th of July. Shelby Township businesses are prepared to welcome anyone and everyone on Tuesday for the fireworks. Tap and Barrel Grill and Vast have some specials they are excited for.
The fireworks are right behind us, so everybody's going to want to come here and hang out. We're going to be open for business. We have a big parking lot. It's just going to be fun. I'm going to have a DJ outside in the parking lot before the fireworks go on.
Honestly, we're running a happy hour all day that day, so we're really excited that it's going to bring more people to the area. But our happy hour, if anyone has not been here, it consists of, a $5, $6, $7 option menu for food, and lots of discounts on cocktails and beverages. So I think people could really take advantage of it that day.
Vast, Tap and Barrel Grill, as well as Nick's 22nd Street Steakhouse are pleased with the township's support of local business. And they all agree this will be a great way for people of our community, as well as other communities, to see what Shelby Township has to offer.
I liked Shelby more. There's more population, there's more consistent business. I have more property to have parking, my own building, patio, which is very difficult to do in Royal Oak, downtown Detroit, and Birmingham right now. So I like this location a lot, and I jumped on it right away.
The township is awesome. We've had a lot of support. When we first opened, we had the construction going on for the first 6 months that I was open, so the community really has supported us and kept the doors open for us, so I think that the relationship we have is really strong.
Well, it highlights all of us in this township, and it brings business into the community, and we want to have people come from outside of the community also. We do depend on them as well, and I think that a lot of the smaller businesses, maybe startups, they need that. They need that to get going, and I think that that's great. I think that I love the fact that we're doing stuff like that in Shelby Township right now. It's good for families, it's good for our business, not just for my business, but everyone's business around. So that's a good thing.
You can check out these businesses and many others along the Van Dyke corridor any day of the week. And while the big fireworks show in Shelby Township will be on July 3rd, this time of year has become popular with residents using fireworks to celebrate as well. Our Carmela Boykin spoke to the fire department on the importance of safety.
Since 1777, Americans have celebrated Independence Day with fireworks, and although firework technology has greatly improved, there are still preventative measures you should take to stay safe. Shelby Township Fire Safety Marshal Dwayne Staten says of the many important safety precautions, some aren't so obvious.
Very often people know the dangers of fireworks and they keep children away from them, but they may not realize just how dangerous a sparkler is. Sparklers burn in the range of between 1,200 and 2,000 degrees. That's hot enough to melt some metals. If a child were to touch the hot end of a sparkler, that's going to cause a very severe burn.
Staten also reminds citizens to always make sure they're using their best judgment.
What I'd like people to remember is there's no such thing as being too cautious. People need to realize that while 4th of July is a fun time, a lot of barbecues, it is illegal to utilize fireworks while you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Although the Shelby Fire Department will always be prepared in case of an emergency, make sure you take precautions because the last thing you want on your 4th of July is this.
Carmela Boykin, Shelby TV.
Still ahead on Shelby this week, a new ordinance in Shelby Township is putting animal welfare front and center. Seniors showed off their athleticism at the Senior Olympics. And summer concerts are back, and we will tell you the lineup.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
The Shelby Township Board of Trustees stepped into action to protect animal welfare. Here's Stacy Sansatera with more.
The citizens of Shelby Township should be extremely proud of their trustees that represent their township because the ordinance is very proactive, is very pro-animal welfare.
The Shelby Township Board of Trustees recently passed ordinance number 283. This ordinance ensures that the rules and regulations more closely mirror those of the county and more specifically the Macomb County Animal Control.
This is absolutely a win. If you look at like the proper keeping of animals, no animals left unattended. If you just think of all the shopping centers that, in the winter or in the summertime that all the people bring their animals to, you leave them in cars. None of that was written into the ordinance, and our regulations were never adopted by Shelby Township. Now all that has taken place. So now, we have all these tools and ordinances that we could utilize to help make sure and ensure that people are going to take really good care of their animals. And if they don't, we have it in black and white that they'll be in violation of the ordinance.
And these tools are extremely important for so many reasons. Take, for example, the 23 dogs removed from a home in our township this spring. With the new ordinance in place, violations are much more black and white for animal control as well as law enforcement.
The new proactive ordinance, what it'll help us do is that it gives us an avenue to pursue any sort of charges or violations of the ordinance through the township court system. So these are also all these extra tools in our toolbox. So the proper keeping of animals, tethering of animals, those were all missing before, and now they're actually written into the actual ordinance.
Ordinance number 283 is a thorough and proactive approach to animal welfare.
If they just take the time to read through it, it's going to cover many areas that it never covered before. And if they even compare that to other municipalities, it's way ahead of the game.
The care and welfare of animals is a reflection of the values of the community. A comprehensive and well-considered animal control ordinance can help ensure immediate as well as long-term results. For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
To review the ordinance in its entirety, the June 5th Board of Trustees meeting agenda packet can be found at ShelbyTWP.org. Over 200 miles ran in all of Macomb County's communities represented. The bicentennial torch relay brought out the runner and some of our local politicians. The relay started on Thursday morning and continued until Friday night. County Executive Mark Hackle started the race in downtown Mount Clemens.
We're kicking off this torch relay, and the reason we're doing it is because it's commemorate 200 years of continuous progress in Macomb County. So we thought about an idea of, timing it during the fireworks in Mount Clemens because they're celebrating their 200-year anniversary. So we thought, on a Thursday morning, let's get out there. We kind of timed this whole thing out, trying to get a feel for what 200 miles would mean if people ran at about a 12-mile pace, and adjusting along the way. So what we did is we opened it up for people to go ahead and decide if they wanted to run. And it's, again, 24 hours. I mean, it's actually going to take probably about 40 hours, and it's going to continue throughout the entire county, through every community in Macomb County.
The torch, carried through all the communities, was designed by students attending Macomb Community College. The idea behind this is to recognize all of the areas which make up the county. This is just one of the many events local leaders have spent this year marking the 200th birthday of the county. The torch relay ended with a fireworks show in Mount Clemens on Friday night. A brand new publication highlighting Shelby Township is now available to residents. The fountain highlights township news and information. All subscribers to the Utica Shelby Township newspaper should have received this as an insert. The quarterly paper will have issues available during the summer, autumn, winter, and spring. You can pick up your copy right now at Township Hall, the library, as well as the Senior Center. The Shelby Township Senior Center showcased some of their best athletes. Our April Morton showed off her athleticism as well at Riverbends Park.
So we're here at the annual Senior Olympics, and this seems to be a favorite, the potty toss. I'm going to try my luck. Woo! A light snack and conversation for these local seniors. Then it's game on at the annual Senior Olympics at Riverbends Park. The event, put on by the Shelby Township Senior Center, included ring and bing bag toss, basketball, and a wet t-shirt. What?
Did a wet t-shirt contest, which sounds much different than it really is, but that involves throwing a wet t-shirt through a ladder ring. So, and we've got some other great things.
Participants really enjoy this event, like 92-year-old Tom. He's attended over 2 decades and gives a little advice on staying active.
At least come and socialize, because socializing is one of the best things you can do to keep active and keep your mind sharp, or come and play cards too.
According to Amy, Tom is the most active senior at the center.
Tom is in his 90s, participates in all of our exercise programs, gives some of our much younger seniors quite a run for their money, and is just a great example of someone living a good life.
Living a good and healthy life means a lot to our local seniors, and it looks like I'm not the only potty toss pro.
Oh,
wow! For Shelby This Week, I'm April Morton.
Carry on my wayward son. Tell me peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
The summer concert series is back. The Shelby Township Parks, Recreation, and Maintenance Department is proud to once again host the summer concerts on the municipal grounds. On July 11th, Capture Detroit will take the stage to perform tributes. A pop and rock show by the band Atomic Radio will take over the grounds on July 25th. And a family concert by Guy Lewis will close out the concert series on August 15th. He will play all genres of music, and it's a concert for all ages. All shows begin at 7 p.m. The concerts are free, and it is encouraged you bring your lawn chairs or blankets. For questions, call 586-731-0300. Since it's officially summer, it's the perfect time to dust off those old golf clubs and hit the course. And the Shelby Township Lions Club is hosting an event to work on your golf game. The 29th annual golf outing will be on July 16th, starting at 8 a.m. This event invites all the community members to participate, with all the proceeds directly benefiting people in our community.
All the money raised goes to our charities accounts to help fund like Leader Dogs for the Blind, which is one of our major contributions to, and any other local Shelby charities that are in people that are in need. But it's just one of our ways to keep revenue coming in so we can help these organizations like Bear Lake or Great Lakes Fire Camp, Burn Camp, things along that line.
You can sign up as a solo golfer or register your foursome. To sponsor a hole or sign up to golf, visit ShelbyLionsClub.org. Running until August 16th, Utica Community Schools will be hosting Meet Up and Eat Up. Any child under the age of 18 is eligible to receive a free healthy meal at various locations throughout the week during the summer. Lunch will be served at Spring Hill Apartments Clubhouse in Shelby Township, Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Shelby Oaks Apartments will be one of the sites serving food as well, from 12:30 p.m. to 1:15 p.m. All meals must be eaten on site, and parents accompanying children are encouraged to bring their own lunch. For lunch menus and more information, you can visit uticak12.org. Coming up next, one company in Shelby Township held their ribbon cutting and will bring big business to the area. Learn how you can nominate the beautiful homes in the area for the annual Beautification Awards.
What are you doing this summer? Want to go on an adventure? Learn something new? How about change the world? You can with the summer reading program at the Shelby Township Library. There are programs for kids, teens, and adults. You can stick to the classics or try something new. Starting Saturday, June 16th, you can grab a reading log and be entered to win weekly prizes. It all starts with a kickoff event at 1:30 in the Senior Citizens Park, right behind the library. Join us for Drums Alive, a combination of rhythmic movements and drumming with music, exercise balls, and drumsticks. Also, check out events for all ages every Wednesday during the summer, like a magic workshop for teens. Or, learn from a local rosebud, the child of a real-life Rosie the Riveter. For more information, visit us at the Shelby Township Library Facebook page, or check out our website at www.shelbytwplib.org.
A large company here in Shelby Township celebrated their ribbon cutting. Arthur Shank tells us more about the new business in the community.
Last week, global automotive parts supplier Grupo Antolin hosted a ribbon cutting to celebrate its grand opening of its new 368-foot square facility, housed right here in Shelby Township.
Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, cut!
Grupo supplies interior components for most major players in the automotive industry, from basic consumer to high-end. Their 151 facilities across the globe provide Audi, Chevrolet, Ford, BMW, Cadillac, Lamborghini, Toyota, and Mercedes-Benz, just to name a few.
It's always an interesting process when you're engaged by someone on the corporate side. When they come to you and say, hey, we have this opportunity, we want to bring it to your community, right away you want to put the best foot forward and show them you're able to expedite, whether it's any of the procedures or processes, but more importantly, you want to establish a partnership. And from day one with the folks at Grupo Antolin, with the DiAugustini family of companies, with Shelby Township at the table and us at the county, we put together a concentrated effort that said whatever this company needs, the best place for it to be successful is right here in Shelby Township, Michigan.
But Grupo Antolin wasn't the only business in Shelby Township celebrating a grand opening. This week, across from Grupo, British automotive engineering company Cosworth started their assembly lines with the help of Governor Snyder.
3, 2, 1.
Cosworth's new 60,000 square foot facility should employ roughly 150 employees who will manufacture cylinder heads and other automotive technologies.
It's a very exciting time, and I think over the next few years we'll be onboarding a lot of people. So people need to keep their eye out because we'll be hiring people over the next couple years, and especially people that can be passionate about the brand. I think one of the things we've tried to do here is develop this culture where it is intense, there is a lot of demands, but we have a lot of fun. And this is a dream job. I really couldn't think of a better place to come work and spend the amount of time you need to make something with this level of excellence. So I think it's a good opportunity for some people in the area that have that passion about our type of brand, the high performance and premium manufacturing or precision manufacturing. I think it's a great opportunity.
You can see more coverage of each grand opening and, of course, local reaction by tuning into On Location right here on Shelby TV or, of course, on our Facebook page. Reporting for Shelby This Week, I'm Arthur Schenk.
On August 7th, Michigan voting stations will be open for residents to vote in the primaries. And in order to vote in these elections, you must be registered. The last day to register will be on July 9th. To find more information about registering to vote, visit michigan.gov/voting. Do you know someone in Shelby Township with a beautiful landscape? Well, if you do, it's time to send in your nominations for the annual Beautification Awards. All homes and businesses have the opportunity to be nominated. The committee will look at all submissions and choose winners from there. A review of the homes and businesses nominated will take place in July, and all winners will be announced in the fall. Nominations are open until June 30th. To nominate someone, contact the clerk's office at 586-731-5102 or email tritchie@shelbytwp.org. That's all we have for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can always catch us online or on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. Just this past week, the Petting Farm visited the Shelby Township Library. Over 1,000 people attended. This was one of the many summer reading events the library hosts. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.